Sorry, what's the word? Hi, my name is Angel. I'm a VC, and I'm not gonna lie. First things first, definitely try to understand who are the investors that you are talking to. I think a lot of startups tend to ask that question when we first met. Before we meet up with you guys, we typically Google you up, try to understand what you do, and it would be great if you kind of understand me a bit, like just how you would stalk your girlfriend, I guess. Yeah, I think second of all, do prepare your investor data rooms. A lot of companies that I speak with after, oh, I'm really interested in your company, can you send me more data? That waiting period really kills it off, I would say. It makes me forget about your business model. It makes me really just forget about your existence. Third, in Malaysia, we are very fortunate to have a lot of networking events and government agencies really creating a lot of community events, right? Like, ask them about that. I'm sure they also know a lot of VCs and do know about like what's their investing strategies and so forth. Make use of all these different resources that are out there. Cradle is one of a good example where they constantly do a lot of events, bringing in all the different VC partners that are relevant to startups itself. Yeah, definitely three things. First things first, market sizing. It's not gonna lie. I mean, like every trend and whatsoever, by the end of the day, really goes down to what are the problems that you are solving and really how big is the market that really needs your solution. That is really first things first. Second of all, definitely the team itself, the execution and so forth. Being a VC, we've seen quite a lot of companies since day one. We'll be able to, identify, are you just using buzzwords or you actually know what you're doing? Because I think a lot of, when AI was on the rise, I've seen a lot of pitch deck. Every single page is all about AI this and AI that. But when I dig deeper into asking questions from the founder, like when you talk about AI, how does it work? And a lot of times I don't really get that answer, and it really goes down to experience and operations, especially when it comes to this kind of situation. Third of all, definitely the competitive advantages that the unique selling proposition that you bring towards your business itself. Is it really differentiated with all the different solutions that are provided out there? Sometimes trends comes and go. But when it comes to competitive advantage, it's either you are like the first leader in the market where you really found a really good industry niche market where no one is doing the particular business, or you're just going to a field where people have already done that and just decided not to go into. So it's really either one of these two, and usually, like it or not, we're not really Steve Jobs. Majority of the times. I guess three things from our side that we typically see on why a startup typically fail around the process itself. First and foremost, definitely, once you get the fundraising rolling and you start to scale faster than you should, because a lot of times startups from my experience, I've seen a lot of companies where they probably get 1 or 2 clients and then they start scaling as if they actually got product market fit, and that is actually a really huge mistake, because my quote is always like, it's easier to make more money than to save money. And I think second of all, in terms of startup failings and so forth, definitely please monitor your cash flow. I know a lot of startups out there. I know you started young, you started fast. A lot of times operations are really not there yet. Everything is not really in place. So it's really important to always monitor your cash flow, especially when you're the founder of the company.